I can change every bad feeling in your bones with this one little trick right here, friends. Of course, we know what we're here for. It's those green candles because they feed us dopamine. They make us think that our labor units, cash invested, is growing. Okay, it makes us feel more valuable. You know, you start to feel like things are going great. All right, and that's why we have the whole Keynesian fiat monetary system built up in the first place, okay? Because we need number to go up. That's it. Make things bigger. Make things better. Make things tastier. More. It's human pursuit, friends. But there is still something we got to talk about when it comes to crypto. Even though we know it, and I've said it about 1,000 times, and I've made so many videos and posts, it doesn't really hit until now. Because now, you don't have balls. You don't even have ovaries. They're just little dry sultanas. Because we just got kicked. And that's okay. Remember though, before I spun my helicopter hat the first 500 times, I told you, nobody retires in a Bitcoin halvening year. 2012, 2016, 2020, they were not years that anybody retired in crypto. They got you a bit happy, but they did not reach that point that really changed most people's lives. Now, of course, yeah, you know, a few people, they bragged about it on Twitter, but actually, most people don't. And even though we know this, it sounds great last year, because in 2023, we were getting crushed. However, now that we've passed that kind of good time, it doesn't feel so good. But it's also a nice reminder, just to keep it at the back of your head. You go, oh, wait, it's not meant to be over now. Now, of course, boomers and everybody else, the boomer mindset, they're like, excuse me, how the hell do you know anything? Well, look, magical 4-year cycle, fractals, the global liquidity index. We don't know, man. I'm not going to pretend to know. We're holding, okay? We're praying for more green candles. But I can tell you right now, all the charts, just everything's repeating. That's it. Everything is repeating, friends. Let's go through this. Nobody retired in 2020, the last Bitcoin halvening year. Actually, all of them. That all came in 2021. I frequently mention this in my videos and posts. You see this, friends? This is the others BTC chart. You know, we talk about this a lot, right? Because the ratio of the altcoins outside of the top 10 to Bitcoin, this was 2020. And I know it doesn't look like much. You go, oh, you know, line goes up and line goes down. No. This was a gargantuan DeFi season, friends. That was huge. And I can't tell you how big that was, okay? It was so big, couldn't even fit in your mouth, okay? Fair and fairly sure. I'm just telling you, man, DeFi gripped everyone, friends. The world had 0% rates. Remember? 0%. There was no yield anywhere. And then here on Ethereum land, crypto land, we have DeFi. Aave comes out. You have money markets, supply and demand. You have Uniswap. You can make yield by providing liquidity. So these things came out that actually gave yield. And now everyone's mind exploded. They said, whoa, all those Wall Street cucks with all that money, they want yield. When they come and see what crypto has to offer, they're going to FOMO buy the crap out of us 1,000x higher. Because they understand price to earnings. They understand what yield means. They understand these use cases. Unfortunately, though, it didn't go out to plan that much, okay? Unfortunately, retail started yield farming here and actually made money for the first 60 days. Remember, friends, what's your friend Tommy always tell you? For the actual alt seasons to happen, friends, you need retail to actually make money first. You can't fleece them from day one. That's why this recent layer 2 airdrop season was a flop. Retail just lost from day one. You know who wins? The scum insiders who have the referral links. They have an advantage. And also the people who are just giving out their friends and families these secrets to get all the tokens. Retail doesn't win at all. Are you surprised? I know you're not, friends. That's why, though. We're still going to crank it. That's how everyone starts, friends. It's all about retail. Now, if you don't get that winning feeling for retail, nobody comes in. Now, it's interesting though. Some people actually, I know they're still in denial, man. They're saying, well, we didn't get it this year. 2024, I haven't seen retail winning. Oh, really? Oh, really? You didn't see the Politify coins do 1000x. You didn't see Pepe go to the moon. You didn't see the Matt Fury season. You didn't see Dog We've Had do a 200,000x. You didn't see all these other meme coins appear, even on Pulse Chain, the Tangang coins. You didn't see them? Really? You didn't see every single freaking channel talking about meme coins? You didn't see celebrities launch their own meme coins? Oh, I think you did see them. I just think you're in disbelief that what happened was, was our seasonal year's technological innovation. I know, friends. I know it's hard to swallow, but we had it, man. That was it. We had it. Look, this was DeFi season, right? It was DeFi season, and this was our Solana meme coin season, okay? Now, what happens from here, of course, we don't know, but, I mean, it was very obvious, friends. What we just went through was it, right? And if you don't look at it from a perspective of judging the technology, look at it from my perspective. Retail made money in meme coins. That's it. They didn't make money in AI. They kind of did, actually. That was the second best one. They didn't make money buying layer 1 chains. They didn't make money in DeFi. They did not make money, barely any money. No, actually, restaking as a narrative, they did not make money. The VCs made money in restaking narrative. They didn't make money anywhere except meme coins. That's it. All right, so retail made money then. They loved it. Now everyone's learning, right? Think about it. So when we go to the past, friends, in 2020, there was that big DeFi season, right? On paper, it looked like it made everyone retire. The problem was that the story was so compelling and everyone thought it was just getting started. Oh, man, I'm just telling you now, friends, the story, the fact that DeFi played out the way it did and still failed, pretty much token-wise. Now, I've got to make a distinction. If you're a tech guy or girl, DeFi applications, 10 out of 10. Beautiful. They work. They're solid. They saved the whole crypto industry in the bear market. They all, they work solidly, work fine. The problem, though, is the token part. That's the problem. Okay, now, of course, 99% of people are only in crypto because of that token part. Because what's token? You mean you get to own a part of a network, you get to own it early and own something that becomes valuable in the future. See, none of us came into crypto saying, oh my gosh, I need an alternative to JP Mosquito. I need to be able to lend one shitcoin and borrow another. Oh my gosh, that's Aave, right? Nobody ever came into crypto for that. You just I need to retire. That's what everyone came in to do. Now, unfortunately for you and me, I mean, we're kind of 7 years too late, because if you came in 2012, you believe in fix the money, fix the world, Bitcoin principles, and you believe in all these other decentralization things. And guess what? Your number went up so much. The dopamine you got was worth it, because the dopamine from believing in that narrative and the price of everything going up, I mean, you hit it out of the park, you win. But of course, they deserve it, man. It took all the risk. What about now, though? We don't live in that world anymore, friends. You know we don't. We know we don't. Go ask anybody in crypto. Hey, ask people. Find people. Who here is investing based off decentralization principles? Okay? And as soon as they identify who they are, just go look at their profiles. You already tell. Go, oh, man, you're still working a job, aren't you? You're still working a job. You're never going to retire. See, friends, but it takes someone like me. I don't care how it might sound crude or vulgar, or maybe it's just too confronting for people. It's true, bro. The poorest people are the people who invest based off these DeFi in decentralization principles. They are the poorest, okay? And that's actually a banana, okay? The people who got in early, they have all the money, and then everyone else wrecked. That's it, wrecked. Now, lucky for you and me, we get to learn from these, and you get to see and adapt to these. Plus, you have your friend Somi here charting on these ratios, identifying for you what's going through the hearts, minds, and souls of everybody participating. They can kind of dress up the story. But for everyone else who's just not even open their minds, all they're doing is watching videos. We're like, don't worry, your coin's going to go 50x. Don't worry about all these other memes. Okay, I hope so. Remember, man, that DeFi 2020 story was so compelling, friends. And See, no one in the industry, they don't spend time talking about this because they got no idea, okay? They have no idea. They're either willfully ignorant or they're just not paid enough to talk about it. I don't get paid by this, okay? So I'm just telling you that every single person in crypto, okay, should be learning about DeFi season 2020. Because if we go back to DeFi season 2020, friends, okay, one of the most disgusting, offensive things happened in that cycle. Okay, in DeFi season, all right, we had it right here. You know, Aave, Uni, everything. Okay, instead of continuing them in the second alt season wave up here, the retailers, which, you know, they drive everything, instead of building upon their love and their passion for Aave, Synthetics, Uni, all these other DeFi stuff, right? They said, no. You are now old. You are DeFi 1.0. We don't actually care about your product. We just want the number go up yield part. And what they did was, instead of buying Aave, Synthetics, Union, all the other DeFi, that sector, Curve, okay? Instead of doing that, they went and bought Ponzi's, Olympus DAO, Hex, Luna. Now, Ponzi is not the correct term, all right? I just have to call it DeFi 2.0. That's what the whole industry calls it. Now, why do they call it Ponzi? Okay, just because Ponzi, retailers jump in and they don't know why it's making money, okay? Because you're handing out inflation to everybody with a different game mechanic, all right? And they never think, where's the new money going to come from? And everyone thinks they've solved it by the game theory. So Ponzi is not the real word, friends, but it's a way to describe it, okay? The industry's stuck with it, okay? So this Ponzi DeFi 2.0, right? By the way, the coins went through the moon. Olympus DAO went through the moon. One guy turned 500K, I think, into 85 million. Unfortunately, didn't cash out. When it came back down to 12 million, so down like 85%, then he paper-handed everything out. Okay, there's a famous guy on Twitter. I think I still have him on my Twitter. I remember that story. So Luna obviously did an 800x from the bottom. Hex, 10,000x from the bottom. With the yield, it's more like a 20,000x return. Okay, so you gotta laugh, man. The Ponzi DeFi went further and did better than the original DeFi stuff. Oh, man, just think about how that works, man. And it's funny. So DeFi 1.0, friends, they have a use case. You know, so Aave, it's a platform. You provide a token or you can borrow a token. You can supply or you can borrow it. It's an actual money market, all right? So the yield you're getting is a spread between them, okay? But the market was like, yeah, you know, this is 7%. Boring. How about 7,000%? I like that number better. And people were able to make a product out of that. So that's what you got to learn, man. In 2020, they had the best narrative going for them. And guess what? Who won, friends? Who won? The retailers or Wall Street? The retailers. The retailers said, your 10% yield, not exciting anymore. Olympus DAO is promising 10,000%. And they all jump in. Retail drives the spear. Okay, it's funny. Retail does drive it. But they have to make money first. And they did. In all of those things, they did. Okay, so you never ever forget that lesson, man. DeFi had all applications. It had the OGs, it had the Ethereum maxis. But by the way, friends, even today, okay, Ethereum maxis say nothing bad about any bad DeFi 1.0 founder or action, okay? And it's because they're biased, but I'm not saying in a bad way. It's just true, okay? DeFi 1.0 put Ethereum on the map. It gave the world the first sign, oh, wow, Ethereum can do stuff. You know what I mean? And then that's pretty much why you ever wonder why? How come these Ethereum axes aren't going out and literally just taking a big fat diarrhea and all these founders who are dumping the crap out of the coins, like they own so much percent supply of the coin, you know? I mean, they laugh at Richard Hart. Okay, yeah, but Richard doesn't dump, bro. You guys are dumping the crap out of your coins years later. Okay, but, you know, everyone turns a blind eye to that. I'm just telling you, look, man, if you go through all of these, friends, you can't let yourself get worked up. It's a free marketplace, okay? Do you want to long them with them? Or do you want to go buy the stuff that they're not in? That's it. Okay, now I'm just telling you, instead of us yelling at them over and over and over again, but trust me, they're never going to change their ways, okay? It's easier for them to just change their words and onboard unfortunate victims. It's easier for them to do that than to actually revamp the whole thing, okay? They'll always choose to just, you know, scam more people, onboard more suckers, okay? But I don't want to use the word scam, but it's just from your perspective, okay? So ultimately, there was a big lesson to be learned there, okay? And never forget that, man. If the DeFi narrative could still crumble, everything can crumble. Everything. You had infinite QE, 0% rates. DeFi was the world's first application. Guess what? Still ran out of buyers. They moved on to the next thing. Okay, so that's it. Once you understand that retail drives the narratives, because they act emotionally, then it starts to make sense. But obviously, I have to do a lot of thinking with this peanut brain to kind of show you how that works out, friends. Now, of course, you're probably going to want to know where is the pump music, and there it is. Okay. Now, when you're looking at stuff like Synthetics, Chainic, Aave, just everything else that they made, you got to remember, what is their version of stuff today? The sad part is actually I can't even give you those names because do they even really exist? Has anything popped up in crypto right now that you are using that is like really, really, really cool? Okay. I'll be honest, the coolest thing I use is like one of the like D-Bridge. This is just a bridge. Like, oh, wow, I don't have to wait 15 minutes. This goes through in 60 seconds. Yeah, but okay, you could just bridge over to another chain and lose your money faster. You know what I mean? That's cool. Okay, instead of 15 minutes, it's 60 seconds wait. Okay, that's not a 10x improvement. You know what I mean? That's one. What else do you use, friends? Nothing. It's literally nothing. Some people talk about Solana's fast transactions. Yeah, bro, but I saw your wallets, okay? You're all just fastly trading your way down to zero. You all got destroyed. It's all Solana, G-Land. We had a chance, though, with Friendtech, friends. I promise you, we were so close with social finance. Problem is, we might not be ready for it yet. Because social finance it's a new playground. But here's the problem, okay? Social finance it's one step away from the celebrity meme coins. It was like the last grip where you can say, oh, you have a use case. So if you're a celebrity, right, you can sell access to yourself. Okay, maybe if they change the model and stuff to make it a subscription model, yeah, it might have been cool. But after the dirt that I'm seeing these celebrities do, which is like making me laugh so much, I've pretty much given up on them, friends, because it's just, I've seen some disgusting stuff. I didn't know how poor some of these celebrities were. I mean, like, it's wild. And like, I mean, like, look no further than this. Jason Derulo is biffing with crypto BitLord on the internet. Look at this. Crypto BitLord. Sorry, bro. I've got more in forgotten altcoin dust. Can you believe it, bro? So Jason Derulo is trying to like flex. He's got money. And then Crypto BitLord is like, dude, I literally have more forgotten altcoins than that, right? And then Jason Derulo replies, you're a little scrub. If you met me, I'd either slap the shit out of you or you'd ask for a pic. Effing nerds, bruh. So then Mr. BitLord replies and he says, laugh my ass off. You had one shitty song 100 years ago and now you're scamming fans and promoting unregistered securities. I'd happily put you on your ass for the lols. Jason Derulo. Oh, man. See, friends, see, I'm just telling you right now. How did it start? It started with decentralization, okay? It started with fix the money, fix the world. Then we're like, oh, let's put applications on there. But then the founders keep dumping the tokens. Okay, but we got the applications. You got oracles, you got money markets, dexes. And now look what it's transformed to. Celebrities, you know, instead look at Friendtech. Oh, I can sell access to myself. No. Selling access to yourself like in Friendtech means you still got to do the work, okay? They don't want to do the work. They're like, why not just make a coin and people just buy it or speculate so I can just dump on it? And very, very unfortunate. That's where we are today. So, yeah, it is. It's like, friends, I mean, I'll use this example all the time, but it's so true. Look at the internet. We just got one step closer with each iteration. You know, like, hey, there's girls on the internet now. No, they have their clothes on. No, they're like, you know, maybe they're like now in bikini. No. And then it just turns into, you know what? Take your clothes off, combine your genitals, sell access to it. That's what people want. You know, if we parallel that, that's exactly crypto, man. It is what it is, okay? Everyone's like, oh, I want to use crypto. I want to sell access to myself. I want a product. I want a service. I want to enhance my life. No, you don't, bro. You want money. That's it. You want money. But there's a meta in the game being played. It's about the memes. What meme sticks harder, right, and hits you in the heart better than the rest. That is the ultimate game we know that we're focusing on. Because we got to look beyond these grifters, okay? Because these grifters fans are only looking out for themselves. They don't care about what everyone else thinks. All they want is to scam people instantly and run off, okay? What you and I are doing, we are trying to think, right, from a perspective of the next 100 million people coming in. What's going to grab their attention? What do they want to see? Okay, because I'm guessing that they're going to come in and see a lot of dead bodies. And then they're going to be looking at people like me saying, whoa, look at all these negatives that this guy is now saying is a positive. Hex, down 99%, not dead yet. Landwolf, 14,000 vampire rogs. Guess what? This community's Telegram's still growing. Not dead yet. We're not dying. You see what I mean? Every single thing, friends. Pika, community takeover, the dev rug. What a regretful cheat he is. We are still pumping on. Look at that chart. Okay, so that's the type of stuff, friends, that I think they want to see. Okay, because that means, because obviously they're going to come and see a lot of dead bodies and like, oh, look at the strong ones. Okay, and that's pretty much what they're going to come down towards too. Now, it does break the heart because what you probably want them in an ideal world, you would want them to come in and say, Jiminy Jellickers, I would like the most decentralized protocol out there. I am here to fix the money, fix the world. I am here to better society. I am here to look for the next level of elliptic curve technology. That's what you want them to be thinking about. But truth be told, friends, have you gone and met people, 90% of people out there, okay? They can barely tie their shoelace, you know what I mean? So we know how it all ends, okay? It's just sad that, I mean, like, look, man, even if you invest with early crypto OG principles, you're not getting rich. You're not getting rich. They own all the coins already, man. That's it. They own too much of the supply. They are euphoric over a 2x in Bitcoin from now. Because they already got all the coins. Okay, so that's why it's tough, man. There are stuff that are people holding today that will go and do mega moonshots in the future, but you really got to believe. Ultimately, as you see, Vance, but then, I mean, I just showed you just DeFi principle, right? Everyone believed in DeFi. So you got to have a bit of a myopic view, a realistic view on it. You're like, do you really believe, or do you believe in the green candles? Okay. And when these candles slow down, are you going to go move to stuff that you think is going to give you even more green candles? Okay. So we've hit the extreme part of the risk curve. Okay. And that's probably why there's always going to be an endless supply of people trying to launch new stuff. Okay. But that's why we are trying to stay in a blue ocean area. And what is that? Old memes. Memes that are older than Bitcoin, okay? Because they've stuck in our mind. Okay, that's the most important part. People who are trying to make coins constantly based off like short-term news events, you will get short-term price action, winning, losing events like that. But for the rest of us, we are in places where, you know what? You can't just go make another Harry Potter, Urbana, Sonic 10 in it. You can't. Okay, you can't go make another Freedom of Peach. You can't go make another Dickbutt. You can't go make another Pika. Okay, in terms of like trying to hit people and get them to easily recognize it. But we have the edge. They don't, friends. They're going to learn the hard way. We've already learned the easy way. Make sure you like, subscribe, bell button, or catch you the next one.